Hello again and welcome to Mobile Tech Info, and in this video I'm going to do a full review on the Nokia Lumia 735.
Like this, for that. Can you feel me, God? Can you feel me, star? Can you feel me?
So aesthetically the device is very pleasing, very ergonomic, and also if we talk about the in-hand feel, it just feels really nice, really solid, a really well built device as you may expect, well actually as we've come expect from Nokia Lumia devices, and probably they'll continue doing that under the Microsoft Lumia brand. And one thing I neglected to show everybody, in case you didn't know yet, is also that this back shell is removable, so I'll just demonstrate that for you relatively easily. And you see the back cover comes off. Excuse me. And what's also very cool is that you can see in the back NFC and also wireless charging in a phone in this price range. That's just unheard of, and it's very nice extra addition to the 735 as an overall package and another extra feature. The next thing I would like to talk about in this phone is the gorgeous screen. It's really nice and really beautiful to look at. It's a 720p HD display, so HD ready resolution, 720 by 1280, and it's also a special variant from Nokia. It's a Nokia clear back technology polarizer on top of it, so it's pretty bright for an AMOLED display and very visible in direct sunlight or very bright light like I have in this room. If you have to put a measure on the quality, I'd say it's top quality. For instance, here I have an iPhone, which almost has the same pixel density and resolution as this screen, only you see it's an LCD display, laminated, so it's notably brighter naturally. The screen actually has the most striking resemblance with an older Windows Phone model, and that's a Samsung A10s. The screen should be nearly identical to it actually. Both are AMOLED and also the same resolution. Only the biggest difference is the clear black technology on the Nokia screen, and that just accounts for a higher brightness output than Samsung AMOLED screen. Well, at least traditional Samsung AMOLED screens, because they've upped that of course in the new Galaxy S5. Next I want to dive deep more into the software that this phone is running. That is Windows Phone 8.1, the latest edition actually, which is the 8.1 update with the denim. So if we look at the settings and check out about device extras info, we will see that this device is running the latest Nokia Lumia denim update, and that just has a few extras. So as you can see, the device is very smooth and fast. And the most notable feature that I found compared to other on-screen phones like the 530 and the 630, 635, those are like the first generation of new Windows phones with on-screen buttons, is that this one has the ability to hide the on-screen buttons. So that's really nice and really convenient if you're doing games or anything else where you want some extra screen real estate, so watching movies. And also what's very nice, and that's my biggest plus of this, is on those devices that I mentioned earlier, the 530 and 635, it was very cumbersome to, if you drop down the notification bar, it would just go until the buttons. You can see that in my 635 versus 735 comparison video. That's where I compared it to, and then you can really see the difference in that. But if I drop this down, you also see the on-screen buttons disappear. So it's really easy, just like you would on a regular Lumia phone with buttons integrated in the body. You can just swipe it up blindly and it will go up with the easiest flick. So just to go over a few of the basics of Windows Phone 8.1, this device also supports the double tap to wake, so that's very nice. You can search the internet. You can also use Cortana, so that's the search assistant that you have on Windows Phone, comparable to Siri and Google Now. So I can ask her, for instance, the weather. What's the weather like in Celsius?
Right now, it's 8 and foggy.
So that's pretty nice. It gives you the time, and you can ask it stuff like that. But it also has a lot of personality, so you can do stuff like this. Do an impression.
Banana.
So that's pretty funny. You don't get that with the other ones. It's not that it's a critical thing, but it does differentiate a bit from the other two competitors, Google Now and Siri. What Cortana also very neatly does is more Google Now-like. You don't get it on Siri, but it makes some kind of info about well, things that you're interested in. You can add everything via Cortana's notebook, and then you can just based on these categories, you can pull an interest, and then when you go to the Cortana tile and you open the Cortana app, you get a little mush of things you're interested in. So entertainment news, we have here world news, and the latest news headlines, and also things that you have in your agenda, current weather situation and stuff like that. A bit like Google Now. You can also say like, this is home, I gotta go to work, and it'll give you a reminder of when to leave if there's traffic. All integrated within the Nokia Drive apps and the Maps app. So that's also very nice, and also neatly addition to Windows Phone 8.1, not necessarily this device, but that's another update that they've covered in the latest version. So that's also pretty nice. One of my new favorite features also in the latest update is the ability to make folders, and not just folders, they're live folders. So you should compare it like this. I have here folders with train stops, because you can pin them all independently. That's very handy. I touched upon that in my review of Windows Phone 8. Very nice. But it will showcase the tiles that are updating. So, or with the most recent updates. As you can see here, they're shifting. So if you have a live tile that's very important to you, no need to be afraid that you're gonna miss a notification on your home screen, because unlike iOS or Android, it will still be a live, and that's why they call it live folders. So you have the functionality of a live tile in a live folder. So that's pretty nice, and a very neat, and again a unique integration of folders, something that's been around on the other platforms for ages, but very nice way of implementing it in the Windows Phone user interface. Looks really neat, and it works great. So another one of my favorite functions on Windows Phone 8.1, the latest iteration, is the ability to actually have full use of the micro SD card. So what does that mean? This phone comes with 8 GB of internal storage. It can be expanded with up to 128 GB on SD card, and that's very convenient because if we go to something called Storage Sense, it allows us to say like, where do we want our apps. So for instance, I have a 32 GB card installed. I have a little over 3 GB free. No need to worry, I can just install anything I want on the SD card. One important note though is that I found that app performance tends to get a little slower, not a lot, if you use like a class 4 or class 6 card. So I would always advise to use a class 10 card. So here you can see I have it on phone now, but if I want to install apps and games on the SD card, I can do so, and they'll go to my SD card. Also, if we check out what's installed on the SD card, we go to apps and games. You can see I have a total of 2.8 gigabytes of apps and games installed on the SD card, and you can see like here, Asphalt is a very big game, 1.2 gigabytes. Those kind of large games I can easily install on here, and if I want to move them back, I can just say I want to move it, then it says you want to move it to phone or anything like that, and vice versa. Of course you can do that. Like for instance, if we go back to phone, I think I have a game installed there. just to show you guys. I can say, hey, Temple Run is almost 150 megabytes. I want that installed on the car. So then I do move to SD card, and then I do yes, and then it's moving into the SD card. That takes a little while usually, but while it's doing that, you can just go on around your business and do other stuff on your phone. So that's really convenient, and it's also available in lower price phones, even below the Lumia 735. So you can do that on the 635, which makes it a good deal, because most phones in that category don't have a lot of memory either. And even on the cheapest 530, although I haven't tested it myself yet, if what the performance is like. So that's also a very neat thing in 8.1 that is available and works pretty good on this Lumia 735. Because the phone again comes with 8 gigabytes, but you can almost disregard that because you can just slot in a memory card and put all your games in heavy load on there.
And this concludes part 1 of the review. Thank you for watching part 1. I hope you enjoyed it. And there's lots more to come in part 2, including camera, speakers, and of course my initial conclusion of the device. So stay tuned and keep it locked at Mobile Tech.
Yes, I'm getting down. Cracks in the ground.